It is Andrew here again, and with me is my special handyman, Asher. How you doing, bud?
Why do you make it sound like I'm not equal?
I don't know, dude.
This
This is my second intro ever, so just
But you say it like this is Andrew and my. What did you say? This is Andrew and Asher.
This is Andrew and Asher.
We're equals, bro.
We're equal. Well, yeah, of course. I just, like. All right, we're done. Okay. So one thing I didn't talk about last time is it's a new year. It's a new year, bud. Right?
Was it a new year?
It is a new year.
One?
Yeah, the first one I think was New Year's Day. We recorded it New Year's Day. We put it out like
Did we
2 or 3
record it
days.
New Year's. I guess it was.
It doesn't
New Year's
matter.
Day. Yep.
It doesn't matter. At this time, only 10 people have seen it.
New year, new podcast.
New year, new podcast. And with new podcasts means new movies. So, on a very unreliable source, these are some new movies that are destined to come out in 2020 and 2021. Also, I thought it would be fun, and this is just me talking here, I thought it would be fun to look up a video that was like really old that said what movies were going to come out. I have not confirmed if any of these are true or not. So I might be giving off not real facts.
All right, let's go.
I should have confirmed these, but I didn't have enough time. I still work a full-time job.
Don't quote us.
All right, here we go. Ready? New movies. Fast and Furious 9 is supposedly coming out like
What was
in
it?
2020 or
Oh.
2021. Yeah.
You mean they're not done with that franchise?
No, they have made 9 movies. Now, isn't it weird, and this is just me, Star Wars has also made 9 movies. But for me, Star Wars seems like it's not a dead series. It seems like it's always progressing, or it seems like it's getting better. Now, maybe not like plot-wise, but the plot could be better. Everybody has tons of stories. Fast and Furious is not like a big galaxy, so I know it's kind of more rooted down. But if you ever watched any of them, which Asher, I believe you have not seen any of them.
No, I haven't.
I have only seen like parts of like 3 different movies.
I guess I did watch the
Oh no,
first
I've seen one of them fully, but
Well,
I've seen Tokyo Drift, and I've seen another one, and then I've saw parts of other ones. People are gonna
I've only seen the
laugh at me
first.
for that. But hey, you know what? It's my girlfriend's favorite series. I just bought her the whole box set of all movies, all 8 at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, she's not a huge fan of Hobbs and Shaw, but she loves the other ones.
Isn't Hobbs and Shaw? Is it Hobbs and Shaw?
Hobbs and Shaw is the new one that came out this year.
That seems like it's completely different than the others. Like
yeah.
the only like in the trailer it wasn't even about a lot of car chases.
See, here's the thing about it is there's like 2
Saving the
vehicles in the
world?
whole movie, and it's just
Well,
like
that's-
one's a motorcycle that transforms.
What?
It's not. See, the first movie was about like stealing DVD players.
Yeah, and racing.
Yeah, and
Illegal
racing
street
Yeah,
racing, stuff like that.
And now there's like helicopters, and people are holding buildings together, and the Rock's in it, so you know it's getting wild. And Jason Statham, he's in it. So, the bald British, he's like 5'6", but he doesn't like to tell anybody that.
Although supposedly he's actually a badass.
Oh,
in
I'm
real
sure
life.
he is. I'm sure he could kick my ass, but I'm just saying he's 5'6". So before he kicks my ass, he has to ask his teacher if it's allowed, if he's allowed to
but
do it.
You know,
He might
The
lose,
Rock.
He might lose some recess time.
The Rock doesn't have any problems.
No, I'm sure he could
crushing
throw
that guy.
literally everybody else in the movie. Anyways, just saying, Fast Furious 9 is supposed to come out, and guess who's in the movie? Another big guy who's quite frequently seems to be in more and more movies as of late. Guess.
I think I can guess this.
Okay, you got 3 guesses. Every guess, I'm going to give you more of a hint.
And he's in more and more movies lately?
He seems like he's getting in more and more movies. Like, his acting career started on, like, Nickelodeon, and now he's, like...
John Cena.
John Cena, dude, first guess. Yeah, okay. John Cena's supposedly in the movie. Someone says it's confirmed, but... Yeah, where you can't see me. Asher did the hand gesture. He's like, you can't see. I hate that you did that. We need to invest in some cameras. Maybe by our 10th podcast, we'll get some cameras.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that? Anyways, another movie that's supposed to come out, and actually this one I'm 99% sure is actually confirmed. I've heard about this. Avatar 2. Have you heard anything about it?
Yes.
Yes.
But only that it's coming out. Like, only that it's gonna be
So
made.
supposedly the James Cameron, who's the director, he is making it with cameras that are of such high quality that most theaters in the U.S. do not have the capability to play this movie.
That's
They're gonna
just
have to either
ridiculous.
upgrade their system, or he's gonna have to send out watered down versions of the movies, because it's gonna be in such high frame rate. Basically, the frame rate's gonna be so high that the cameras won't be able to keep up.
That's That's almost stupid.
I mean, it is kind of stupid, but
what
it is where
theater's
it's
gonna
heading.
upgrade?
It's
for
where it's
one
heading.
movie though.
It's where it's heading.
Yeah, but they're gonna wait till.
But it's Avatar
several.
2, bro. Do you know how much money the first Avatar made?
More than it should have.
It is the highest-grossing film of all time. At this time, I think Endgame might be beating it now,
I'm pretty sure
but
Endgame beat
not
it.
by a lot. It made almost. I think I have it here. It made $3 billion.
Why?
$2.8 billion, I think.
But why? Because I watched
Why?
it and I didn't like it.
Yo, so here's we were younger. Do you know when it came out?
Wasn't it like 2013?
It was like I want to say 2011. Well, I'm gonna look this up real quick because he said that he started on the sequel in 2014, but
That's a long time to make a movie.
yeah,
In secret.
in the secret, yeah. But he said he started it and then he just it was just too much because the technology wasn't there yet. Because he wanted to do stuff like those suits that they wear.
Mm-hmm.
What are the mocap suits? Basically, they were trying to get them to be underwater for some scenes, but that technology wasn't there yet. So
They didn't want to just CG the water in.
well, I think they did that in the past. It just didn't look very good, I guess.
No,
I don't
they've
know.
done-
James Cameron is on a whole nother level of filmmaking, dude. I'm just saying. It says that, first of all, for a movie that made almost $3 billion, it's only a 7.8 on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes give it an 82.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Oh, box office. It made, $7.8 billion. Dude, it's insane. The budget for that movie was $240 million, though.
They
So
made
that's like a
so
good,
much
that's
money.
a great investment. That's what we call a good turnaround rate. But when did it come out? It came out, it says here. Dude, it came out in 2009. I mean, December 18th of 2009. So like almost 2010. But yeah, no, that movie's so old. If you watch it today, though, I bet it like CGI, everything holds up. That's what I'm talking about. James
yeah.
Cameron's on a whole nother level, dude. I think that movie's going to do great, but I don't think it's going to do as good as the first one because the first one, and you know, he might have waited just long enough to do a second one because the nostalgia is about to kick in. I mean, think of it this way. The plot obviously was like, do you remember the plot at all? I remember the plot. I
Yeah, they
remember
were
the movie
like
pretty well.
investigating the like species, and then like the military was like, let's just kill them. And
Well,
he-
I think
and he
they
fell in
wanted-
love- somehow a human fell in love with this other species that looks completely different, which is odd.
Asher, we're
And-
humans.
and they have sex
There
with
are-
their hair.
Asher, there are furries. You know that, right?
Yeah, but we call them really weird. Like,
yeah, no.
people don't look at furries and go, "That's a man." They go, "That guy's weird.
Yeah, I guess, but
Keep him away from my daughter."
oh my god. Well, he's obviously not into kids. He's into animals.
Maybe he has a hairy daughter. I don't know.
It's called. Anyways, yeah. But what I'm saying is that movie should be doing crazy well. I think it's gonna do great. Honestly, I think it's gonna kill it. I think it's gonna kill it, but I don't think it's gonna do as well. I think it's gonna hit probably $2 billion, and then it's gonna die off.
I mean, it could do amazing.
It could do amazing. I mean, James Cameron.
I'm not gonna watch it, but it could do amazing.
We're gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna.
We're gonna watch it for this podcast.
I'm not. You can watch it. I won't watch it.
You make me
I
so
hated
sad.
the
Fine.
first one.
Okay, fine. That podcast.
Did you ever play the game though?
Yeah, we played the game and
No.
it sucked.
Did you play the game?
Yeah, we played.
I played
the
it
game. I
on
played
the
it on
Wii.
Xbox.
Oh, I played it on Wii. It was super boring.
Yeah.
It wasn't even free roam.
No, great. How long? That movie must have been long, right?
That movie?
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
Some hours and
All
something.
right. I gotta go back to that. But supposedly in Avatar 2, there's another actor that's gonna be on that.
John
Big guy.
Cena.
No, not John. He's in every movie in 2020 and 2021. No. It is another big
The Rock.
bald guy, but not The Rock.
How big?
Pretty big. Not as big as The Rock, but he is big.
Like he
He's
looks big.
probably
in
bigger than
movies,
anybody we
or he's
know.
actually big.
He looks big in movies. I want to say he's big. I hope he's big. But to find out he's like 5'8" or something.
Does he? Is he in Fast and Furious?
Yes.
Okay. It's I can't.
It's
think
the
of his
only other actor you know the
yeah,
name of.
but I can't think of his name.
You want me to give you a hint?
Just say his name. I know.
I am Groot.
Yeah. Just say his name.
You know,
I can't think of his
you
name.
can't think of his name?
I can't think of his name.
Bald, big, look like a monkey, makes way too much money kind of guy.
He doesn't look like a monkey.
His name is Vin
Diesel.
To the Diesel. Yeah,
Actually,
his last name is Diesel, like diesel fuel.
Yeah, he's not.
He's
not
born
tall.
to play car. I drive.
I'm
fast
pretty
car.
sure he's only like 5'8".
No.
Yeah. They
No.
make him look tall in his
I'm
movies.
looking at. Well, I'm sure they do it with everybody.
No,
but
no,
he has
like,
to stand next to The Rock, doesn't he?
They make him look taller.
But they don't give him like 4 or 5 inch heels.
They might.
I'm looking it up. I think I'm betting 5'11".
I don't think he's actually. I remember seeing something and it was saying he wasn't tall. Like he was only like 5'8" or something.
No, dude, it's his height 6 foot.
What?
Yeah, Vin Diesel's 6 foot, bro.
Who was it that was short then? There was some other guy who's supposed to be like this big actor that's actually short.
Are we sure we're not getting that mixed up with Jason
I
Statham?
already know that. There's someone else.
Someone else?
I swear there's someone else. I don't know.
I mean, Tom Cruise is
I
also
know
like
Tom
5'5".
Cruise. Yeah. They make him look taller too.
No, yeah, it's really cool. They let him out of the Willy Wonka factory to go film those movies.
He's not a midget.
I just listen. If you're gonna be an action star and you're less than 5'10", I think that's hilarious.
No, there's some short people who could kick our ass.
Definitely, but it would look funny. I'm just saying you can't admit that
anybody getting their ass kicked looks funny.
It looks like a 5th grader beating up an adult. That's all it looks like. I'm just saying. Anyways,
He's he's the richest 5th grader I know. Then.
No, I have a cousin who has a house and a girlfriend who goes to a different school. Anyways, all right, another big movies that are coming out. DC is supposedly going to be like killing it these next years.
Well, I know Wonder Woman is coming out.
Well, Wonder Woman, yeah, it's about to come out actually pretty soon. But anyways, movies that I'm talking about movies that aren't necessarily confirmed yet. Okay, these are speculation, I guess. Okay, so DC movies that are coming out. There's 3 big ones. Well, 3 or 4, I guess. Okay, ready? Supposedly they're working on a Batman movie.
Yeah, I know about that.
With Robert Pattinson.
Yep, that is confirmed.
Yeah, that is confirmed.
That
yes.
is confirmed.
Now, here's a question about that. If he's gonna be Batman, who do you think should be Robin?
Has to be someone young. If they even have Robin.
No, dude, I'm thinking go the other way. I think it should be the
Old
same Robin,
Robin.
the same Robin from the George Clooney.
No.
It should be him. Yes, it should be old him. He should be like strangely older than Batman, and nobody says anything.
No.
Okay, well, I think that would be funny. Also, Robert Pattinson. I think. Well, you got to think of who he's gonna look good next to, because.
It has to be
Okay.
If you're gonna have a Robin, he has to be in like middle school.
But no. You can have an adult Robin.
No, because he's
George
he's a
Clooney
younger.
and the other guy was okay. They tried to play him off in his high school, but he was like 27 when he filmed that movie.
No, I know, but like Robin, the character's gonna have to be in.
What if it wasn't?
School.
What if it wasn't Dick Grayson? What if it was
You can't do
Jason
that. No,
Todd?
Listen, you're being stop. Listen, Robert Pattinson, his Batman's gonna be younger Batman.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be old. It might be before he even meets Robin. Or it could be like right after.
Hear me out
Robin.
though. He's like, let's say he's like, well, no, because Robert Pattinson's like 35. I think he's
he
almost
doesn't
40.
look 35. Or
Okay,
almost
but
40.
they can age him.
They're gonna go with a younger Batman.
You didn't think the guy from Twilight was ever gonna play Batman? They can at least make him look older.
I don't think they're going to.
Okay,
They're gonna go with. They have to go with a young Batman.
They got to know that they're going with Robert Pattinson, right? So hear me out. What? Okay, between these 2 actors, who do you think would play Robin best? Okay. But these
Next
are older
to Robert
guys.
Pattinson.
Well, yeah, next to Robert Pattinson, but also who would you want to see as a live action Robin? Okay, ready? Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
No. Or
Zac Efron.
Jensen Ackles.
Who's that?
The guy who plays Dean in Supernatural.
Zac Efron.
What? No way.
You know who I'd really like to see though?
Who?
The guy.
If you say Zac Efron, I'm gonna punch you in the face. The guy from High School Musical.
No. The guy from 17 again.
Oh, yeah.
What was his
Baff Zephron.
Yeah. You know what's funny? That's
I made that. It doesn't even work.
okay. Anyway, no. Actually, though, the guy from The Kingsman, the first.
Yeah.
two.
Okay. I thought that was a good runner-up, but
think
I
he'd
would
make
much rather have
great-
Jensen Ackles be. I want Zac Efron as Robin, right?
Nightwing.
Okay. Zac Efron as Nightwing. Yes. But then Jensen Ackles comes back as Jason Todd. Like.
He's too old.
That would be the plot
He's
of the
too
movie.
old.
Is they're just
It'd have to
doing
be
their
the guy
thing.
from. I think the guy from Kingsman would be great as
What do you
Jason
mean he's
Todd.
too old?
He's old, isn't he? He's like 40.
If
isn't he?
they age Robert Pattinson and they de-age,
They're not
Jensen
aging and
Ackles,
de-aging all these people. They just like
they de-age and age everybody in every movie ever.
You know how they
Asher.
de-age them? They get rid of wrinkles. You can't get rid of someone's like wrinkles that aren't there.
Yes. What are you talking about? Get rid of someone's
The
wrinkles
guy who
that
plays
aren't there?
Dean does
Yeah.
not look that old. Like his age, his
Makeup
face
makes him
isn't
look
super.
younger.
Okay, but you can only do so much because his physique is just
You
that
do
of
not
an
know
older guy.
the end capabilities of technology, of modern technology. Okay. Anyways,
You can only do so much.
all right. So besides Batman, which is probably the biggest,
Because I want a good Batman movie that's not supposed to be realistic. Something more comic-y.
I guess so. Okay. Well, Did you know what other DC movies coming out?
No.
Well, supposedly. I don't know if they're actually still doing it. I think it got canceled actually before this thing that I read came out. But
Mhm.
anyways, apparently they're making another Green Lantern movie. It's called Green Lantern Corps.
I did hear about that,
Mhm.
and I've been saying for a while that they just like shouldn't.
They should just give up on Green Lantern. He should just always be a side character.
Well, like,
Well, I heard it was supposed to be like a cop movie, like a buddy cop, like 2 Green Lanterns from different worlds
I
are
could
working
see
on a
that
mission
working.
together.
I could see that working.
And guess who's supposed to play Green Lantern, or supposedly
who?
Jensen Ackles. I would love to see him as Green Lantern.
I could see that working.
I could see that because he's got and him next to another person who's also a Green Lantern.
Well, it's probably gonna be an alien.
Because I mean, you've seen him with the guy who played Sam. I mean, they have like great chemistry, obviously. After
He's
being
also
in the same
just
show
a
for
funny
11 years.
guy.
He's
if
a
you
hilarious
watch
guy.
bloopers and like
Yeah.
just stuff.
He's super funny. He seems like a great guy. I would want him to be in a character that I would care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways,
he has a nice house.
yes. So supposedly that Green Lantern movie is going to be directed by none other than Christopher Nolan, which I know you don't really pay attention to directors, but do you know what other movies that guy is very famous for making?
Batman.
Yes, the Batman trilogy. Yeah, with Christopher. I almost said Christopher Walken. Imagine that. What is like a really famous Batman line where he's like, swear to me. He's like, swear to me.
It's not a car.
Yeah, this isn't a car. And he presses the button, the thing comes back up. Oh my god. It's not like the decisions you make. It's or it's not. I'm
Where
not the
is she?
Yeah,
I went southern.
He went so where is she? Anyways, so
Where is she?
so I guess he's directing the Green Lantern movie, and
Okay, that could be good.
yeah, because
Hopefully
I
he
mean,
doesn't take in a realistic way.
Well,
It's
I
Green
mean,
Lantern.
well,
It
yeah,
can't be
we'll
realistic.
take Green Lantern, right? But yeah, I guess you could be like, I have a giant green silly string, and that's how I do all my stuff.
It's not based off of willpower. It's based off of AAA batteries.
Yeah, Duracell. Conk, conk. No, but like, think of it. Like, I mean, just think of it like it's a dirty cop movie. 2 cops running around, and it's gritty. Like you're in different space planets or whatever, but it's like gritty. It's dark. It's really grounded, but it's Green Arrow. But I want
Green
that.
Lantern's kind of a funny character.
Yeah.
So
I guess
if everything's dark, he needs to be the one funny character.
But after making The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan has got the "I do whatever the fuck I want" card. He can make any movie he wants and do anything,
still mess
and
things
people
up.
are going to watch it.
Yes, but
If he made a movie about, I don't know, space pirates, that's a thing, right?
Spaceballs.
If he made another Spaceballs,
Space Pirates is a thing.
Space Pirates?
There's something like that because
Isn't
I
there a
remember
movie called Space
I remember the
Pirates?
guy was like on the thing where he's strapped down and it's like the deep
Are we thinking
testicle fire or whatnot, and it like
Testicle
take
fire?
yeah, guys get put on it, and before they can go into the
Oh,
city, it like
yeah.
takes their testicles.
Space Pirate. God, that movie. We're gonna have to watch that movie.
What was that called?
God, it's a comedy.
Yeah,
I almost want to say it's called
like a
Space
stupid
Pirates. It's
comedy.
Yeah, that's right, because they're genderizing the guys. They cut off their balls and then they walk around. They're like, "Hi," afterwards.
yeah.
Okay, that's funny. I will have to find that. That's got to be in our DVD collection, right? Because you got it for Christmas one year.
No,
we
I
watched
did.
it,
I don't
and Mom
think I
was like,
did.
"That's so
I
inappropriate."
don't think I did.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Anyways, but they're also supposed to make a Flash movie, I guess. Supposedly.
With the
So
Aaron Miller guy or whatever his name is.
Aaron Miller.
It's something Miller, isn't it?
Yeah, I knew his name, but now after you said Aaron, I can't think of it. I'm like, Aaron's stuck in my head. Who's Aaron? No,
with
it's stop saying the names. I can't think of it.
Is it?
It's Ezra Miller.
Okay.
Yeah, Ezra.
That's close.
Ezra
Aaron
Miller.
Ezra.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They were gonna do the movie, right? But then they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna make a Flash movie," and I guess they're sort of making Flashpoint, like where he goes to different timelines and has to round up the heroes again. My biggest problem with DC is that they're just rushing it.
Yeah, that should be way later.
Just rushing it. I mean, do what Marvel did. Start at the ground up. Make a movie about one character, another movie about a separate character. The ones who succeed move it to the next level, you make them care about the characters. Because by the time it's the Justice League, you've seen all these people before, and you care about them. And then when they finally do something, like one of them dies or they have to sacrifice, you actually give a crap. Because with this movie, Flashpoint, he's going to round up all the characters. Why would Flash care about Batman and like saving him in this Flashpoint universe? Why would he? Because he's only met him for like an hour.
Yeah, but he was his first friend, and he gave him a batarang.
He made a joke about like pizza and stuff, and he made the joke about I'm rich, that's my power. Oh, such character bonding. Anyways, that was actually my favorite part about the DC movies now is that they are actually really funny. That's what they learned from Marvel, and that's the only thing that they learned from Marvel.
A good thing though. It works with some characters, like Batman.
No, they gotta go lighter.
Batman should never make jokes.
Batman
as a character should never make jokes.
I like the idea
jokes in the movie, but Batman cannot be the center of the joke.
He makes jokes.
Ruins his character.
He makes jokes. I think that Batman shouldn't be like a one-liner kind of guy. Haha, a bunch of them. But like, I think he should be able to make some jokes.
Okay, real quick. What's the worst thing they did in the Justice League movie, except for,
make
Superman's lips?
Oh, I was gonna do the hair. I was gonna say honestly, the problem with all the movies is that Superman is so overpowered. Literally, Superman beat everybody in the Justice League in like 30 seconds, and we're supposed to be like
kept up with the Flash.
Yeah, he's faster than the Flash. He's stronger than the strongest person. He's better than everybody. Why do I want to see Justice League? I'd rather just watch Superman.
Well, like,
you know what I mean? I'm just gonna watch Superman beat everybody.
Well, like at the end,
Call
when
it what you
when
want.
They fought.
The giant CGI green screen.
Yeah,
they fought a screen.
When they fought that guy.
Yeah,
and they all lost, and then Superman comes in and manhandles him.
Yes,
alone,
all by himself.
Yeah,
while staring himself in a mirror and flexing.
And then he raced the Flash, and they were even supposedly. It was supposed to be like it just stopped and they were even.
Yeah, I don't know
Flash
about that.
It's faster.
Yeah, Flash should be faster.
But he can take the speed force of Superman.
Agreed. I think what we're seeing is Superman in his prime, and we're seeing like everybody else.
A newly resurrected Superman.
Yeah, so we're seeing Superman in his prime, we're seeing old-ass Batman, and we're seeing everybody else just learning their stuff.
I was going to say...
That's the lamest universe.
Yeah, I was going to say, the worst thing they did in that movie was when Superman, like, threw Batman or whatever, and then he, like, flew off. Batman laid there and was like, I'm such an old man. What did he say? He was like...
He's like, it can't be... He's like... Just a man in a suit or something. What?
No,
or he's like, I can't. I'm too old for this, or something like that.
Something like that. It's like, dude, what? I've seen Batman take punches from Bane.
Yeah, that's the Batman I want to see.
Why am I? He's like, I built the suit to handle this.
No, you didn't. you brought that suit so you could sell it on bingo night. Anyways, Flash movie. I think it would be good, but I really only think that it's going to be good.
Fix the running.
Yeah, he looks like he's on skates. I don't know. I can get. It looks kind of stupid, but I could get over it. I think
consistent.
But I think they should keep Ezra Miller because there was talk about him not being in that movie. Like they're gonna either soft reboot the Flash or they're just gonna recast him entirely. But I think that breaks universes. If I watch movies where they have a new actor as a character, that breaks the universe for me. I can't. It's like
they're doing it with Batman.
Yeah, but I can see...
Or is Batman just not going to be in any Justice League movies?
See, here's the thing. I think that they're completely rebooting the Justice League. I think they're starting over again.
Because I don't think
Batfleck is over.
Well, I don't think Henry Cavill's playing Superman anymore.
No, he's too busy fighting witches and shit.
You clearly have never seen The Witcher.
No, I haven't.
Or played a game.
I'm going to, though. I'm going to watch the
good.
Netflix. I heard it's really good. I'm going to watch it.
You should play the game.
I will. Anyways.
Not even all the way through because I haven't played all the way. Just play a little bit.
Just play a little bit. Okay. Anyways.
The books. I don't care.
So, what do you think about a new Flash actor?
I actually liked Ezra.
You're never going to get his name, dude.
I
like Snickers. Yeah, Snickers was pretty good in that movie. I don't know. I came up. I was trying to think of a candy bar that sounds like it.
I liked Ezra Miller as the Flash. I thought he did good.
Yeah.
I just think the movie was bad.
I thought he was good too because he was pretty witty. Like, I mean, the way he was acting was really funny, and I liked that. He seems like he actually is a character that I'd watch a movie of because I like him as an actor. If you want to open the candy, Asher, you can open the candy.
I'll wait.
You'll just wait?
I'll wait.
That's very respectful and professional of you.
Yeah. Is it recording and not taking any sound? What's going on over there?
It's recording.
Oh, okay. Okay. I couldn't see it.
Just looking at the monitor. Reading it wrong, he is. Okay, anyways. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I didn't read this, but I saw a thing. But again, Well, not again. It was Snapchat, so you never know.
Yeah, Snapchat. It said singles in my area, and then also said something
No,
about
it
Guardians of
said,
the Galaxy
it said
3.
something about bad news for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh no! Did you read it?
No.
Asher, what are you doing?
It was Snapchat.
We seek information now.
I'm sorry, I was texting.
Bad
and it was just, I
news?
happened to see it
How long ago was this?
a couple days ago.
Ah, then mine's definitely outdated. Because mine seemed all up in the air right now. It seemed all positive.
I don't know. How can you go wrong with Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Here's why. Because when you make 3 movies, one of them's bound to be bad.
But this one has Thor in it.
Spider-Man 3 was awful.
But
Ready?
this is Disney.
Batman 3 was awful. Justice League was awful. Now that didn't...
What, Batman 3?
Yeah, the third one.
That wasn't bad.
That was the worst of all 3.
But it wasn't awful. It was good.
Okay, it was good for a normal movie, but for Christopher Nolan, it was not as good.
Well, you know what? He didn't care at that point.
Yeah, you got the I do whatever the fuck I want
No,
card.
he was like, I'm done with this. That's why he hadn't made a superhero movie since. He didn't want to make any more.
Yeah, I guess. But here's all I'm saying. When you make 3 movies, when you make a trilogy, usually the third one's lame. I love Star Wars. Star Wars is one of my favorite movies ever, but Return of the Jedi is the weakest of the 3. Now, I will say, yeah,
I
Return
haven't
of the
watched
Jedi
them in a
is
long time.
Okay, if you
so-
watch the first one, and then obviously Empire's the best, and then the second one, then the third one, Return of the Jedi is just it's a little handed. You know, Han Solo seems like he shouldn't really be there. You know, Leia's a little...
Because he shouldn't.
Yeah, he should have died.
Han Solo, if you actually pay attention, is not a good pilot. Which is his role, was the pilot.
We're not talking about this. We will talk about Star Wars in another podcast, but... In this podcast, I am staying far away from Star Wars.
Okay, fine.
Anyways.
So, I mean, I
All
don't...
I'm saying.
I think it doesn't matter that it's the third one, because look at Marvel. They've made how many movies?
Iron Man 3 was the weakest of all 3.
Okay.
I mean, I think it was better than 2.
What's the third Avengers movie?
Um...
Civil War. I guess that's technically Captain America.
I count it as Avengers because it has 8 out of the 10 Avengers.
Who's
and
missing?
It's like, but it's Captain
Thor
America.
and Hulk.
Hawkeye.
He's in it.
Oh no, shoot, he is in it.
It's just Thor and Hulk that are gone.
I just forget
And-
Hawkeye's
and-
ever there.
And they're replaced with Spider-Man and everyone else.
So more Avengers.
Yeah.
You know, okay, sure, but
But-
that's Marvel though. That's
And
not.
this is
That's not
still
a third. That's
Marvel.
not the third movie in a very obvious like. This is what it is movie. It's like 7 or something like that.
Yeah, but you can do
Or not
anything
7,
with
it's like
Guardians of the
5.
Galaxy. They're Guardians of the Galaxy,
It's a galaxy
not
to work
Earth's
with.
mightiest heroes.
No, and it's got Chris
as Guardians of the Galaxy.
Asgard. You know what though? That I don't know what the name of it is, but I really hope they keep that going.
I love that, at least as a joke in the movie.
Exactly. I hope it's in there for a bit. I really do. I would love nothing more than if Chris
Hemsworth,
and Chris
Pratt.
are in that movie. Honestly, those two would carry the whole film. I don't even need any. I don't need Groot. I don't need the raccoon guy. I just need those two, and that's the movie right there.
Just put all the Chris's in one movie.
Just
Like
all the
only
Chris's,
them.
All the Chris's. How many Chris's are there? Chris Evans, Chris
Pratt.
Chris Hemsworth, and then technically, no, it's DC. Chris Pines. Unless you want to throw Star Trek in this. I'm just kidding. That'd be awful. He'd be the weakest of them all.
Is there another Chris?
I feel like there is. I feel really bad for the Chris that we left out. We'll have to send him an email and say sorry.
Chris Pratt, Evans, Hemsworth, Chris.
We're gonna be Chris.
Cross?
We're gonna be hounded for that. Anyways,
If there is one.
if there is one. But yeah, so they said that one's supposed to be coming out, and it's the same director as the other 2 movies. Because he had like a. Do you remember him getting like fired for Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Do you remember anything about that?
No, that might have been the bad news.
Oh no, that was like months ago.
Why did he get fired?
So a long time ago, like 10 years ago, he had tweets that were about like I think they were like homophobic or something, and so then they fired him.
10 years
Those
ago?
like came back up. They were like, you made homophobic, and I think, well, actually, he might have made a couple rape jokes on like Twitter, and then that like
10 years ago?
those were just left sour taste in everybody's mouth, and then they came back up. Yeah, they were like 10 or 12 years ago.
You mean and they didn't watch the movies and go, you know what, I forgive you. You made good movies.
No, sure. No, just because you make an awful joke in public and then that happens.
It wasn't in public.
I don't
it was
necessarily. I don't
on
think he should have gotten fired. I think that what he should have gotten is a slap on the wrist and like, hey,
Twitter. Not even.
don't do
was
that anymore.
before.
Delete your tweets.
It was 10 years ago. Who's
I
looking
know.
at his
I know.
tweets from 10
I guess
years
what you
ago?
do is you go, don't do that anymore, and he's like, I didn't. I don't do that anymore. That was 12 years ago. But I mean, if
Delete
they
'em.
heard
I can't
if
even
they heard
find
half the jokes I made when I was in 5th grade, I'd be canceled everywhere. I was in 5th grade. I
mean,
was,
half the jokes you make now
What?
would probably be canceled everywhere.
Were you mad about my dad jokes or something?
No, I love dad jokes.
Yeah,
You
dad
just,
jokes.
you just make some really bad jokes sometimes.
I made bad jokes, but not like inappropriate. You make more inappropriate jokes than I do. Anyways.
I know, and I love them.
Oh my God, Mom doesn't. Anyways, so
Well,
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, do you think it's gonna do better than the first two or worse? I think it's gonna do worse. I think I don't know what the Rotten Tomato scores for the other ones.
I mean, going off of the second one, because I think the second one was probably better than the first.
No,
You don't think so? I think it had a better story.
I guess I will say this. I really don't like movies. It's ironic. I don't like movies that just start off in the middle of a thing because typically I like to see things start, but I don't like movies where the entire movie is them starting. Like I hate if the whole first movie is like we need to round up a team and the entire movie is them becoming a team.
And then the second movie
I just
is
want, like,
the thing.
I just want like a third of the movie is like team building and then the next 2/3 should be
Well, they had
them working
There
as a
wasn't
team.
any team building in the second one.
No, I know. That's why I think if I were to watch the movie, I'd say the second is a more entertaining movie. But I think the first one was a better film.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the second one went down in quality as a film. I just think the story was better.
I think it expanded the universe for sure. I just didn't like that. I guess that has
I
nothing
mean,
to do with
the
that.
only thing I would have done differently with that movie is not gotten rid of that whole home world,
Yeah, I would have kept that.
because that's like he just
That's-
got this
you
superpower.
Sweet, awesome. You just Goku'd and then you just what's his name? The bald guy with the 6 dots.
Krillin.
Krillin. You just Goku'd and then you just Krillined. You just became a total freaking badass, and then now you're not.
It's more of a Gohan thing, because Gohan basically stopped using his power and got super weak.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
He lost to the Frieza Force.
Asher, bro.
I know
You're a
I know
nerd.
my anime.
Bro, you're a nerd. Anyways,
Okay, that's
catchphrase and claptrack. I'm just kidding.
No.
It's just okay. I'm not
you
gonna.
can't use our name.
I'm gonna edit a claptrack in there.
No, that wasn't a good joke.
We don't have claptracks in the budget. Okay. Anyways,
We don't have a
so,
budget.
Last movie that I've seen that is coming out hopefully in 2021. Ready? What do you think this movie's about? Ready? It's called Scoob.
Scoob?
Yep.
It's about Baby Scooby-Doo.
It is a Scooby-Doo reboot. Yes.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen the memes.
Seen the memes?
Yeah, there's been memes on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh, I have not been on iFunny. People go on Reddit. I go on iFunny. Fight me.
Yeah, I go on iFunny.
Yeah. At me. I dare
Reddit
you.
has a lot of weird stuff on it. iFunny doesn't.
Reddit has real information and not speculation. Anyways, I'm just saying. Do you think it's gonna be good?
No.
Do you think, you know what?
Has any
do you
of
know
the
what the-
recent reboots of Scooby-Doo
Do you know what
been
the
good?
IMDb score or like the Rotten Tomato score has been for like those two movies? Like average? The first two.
Scooby-Doo movies?
Yeah,
The first two movies?
the first two, like
Like the ones we...
2002 and 2004
What?
with Freddie Prinze Jr. Do you know what those Rotten Tomato scores were? Guess. Just guess. Ballpark it.
30%.
Whoa. Okay, you thought it was worse than that. Like, what would you give it?
I mean, as a kid, I loved them.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of humor in there for adults.
Have you watched them recently?
No, but I've seen some
Okay.
stuff.
It's weird because the critics gave it like a 50.
Hmm.
But if you watch that and then you watch Rise of Skywalker, which has almost a basically same like critic score, they are two totally different quality
I think
films.
the critics just got worse recently, though.
I think so too.
They're bad
I
at
think,
knowing
I think
what-
they're being way more harsh on movies.
I don't even think that, because they gave The Last Jedi a better score.
I think they're exactly the same quality of movie. I don't think Last Jedi was as good as it got, which I think was like an 87 or something like that. And I don't think that The Rise of Skywalker was as bad as they thought. I think they're both like in the 70s.
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
I'd give them both like 75.
What did they... I mean, I guess they got Cats, right?
Speaking of which, all right. Oh, by the
A
way, okay.
sequel
One thing before we move on to
called
Cats, which I gotta talk
Dogs.
about. Oh my god! Before we talk about Cats, which is the next thing I wanted to talk about, guess which actor is going to be in Scoob? Not confirmed, but it has been talked about.
As what character?
Do not know which character.
Male or female? 'Cause-
Male.
Okay.
Actor, not actress.
Ewan McGregor.
No, my God. Hello
Here's
there.
here's just something. Here's just something to throw out there. Hayden Christensen.
Oh my God, I would, dude.
Make
I
a
honestly,
comeback?
I'm gonna tell you this though. He was in a movie like a year ago
What?
Yeah, or a year ago. It was called Little Italy. It was like it's about him in a
Is it
pizza
like
place.
Indie?
It's like not indie. It's a small budget film, but it's like a romantic comedy. I'm gonna
Oh.
watch it with my girlfriend because you know why? Because it
it's
has Hayden
him?
Christensen. I will support anything he's in because I think he's a good actor. I think George Lucas and I think the Star Wars movies just did him dirty. I think he just he played 2 movies as a character that wasn't fleshed out, bad script, and George Lucas wanted it acted very particularly, and I think he got a really rough go. I mean, he was only early 20s. It's not fair to typecast a kid that early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Jumper,
Yeah, he's pretty good in
he
that.
wasn't bad.
It's a
in
bad
Jumper.
movie again, but like
I don't even,
he just
I don't even think it was a bad movie. I just think
it was a great plot, great story, but I think the like again, his problem is he gets bad scripts. I think he just says his agent just was like, do this because you want to not be typecast as Anakin, but he just played a different Anakin. I don't know. I'll have to rewatch the movie. It's been a long time, but I'll tell you this. All right, actor that's supposed to be in it.
Okay.
I want you to guess it.
I have nothing to guess on. There's thousands of actors.
Okay, guy and I'm just gonna say Zac Efron.
Really?
Yeah,
As Freddy?
as I don't know.
Or
No,
Shaggy?
I don't think he'll be. Oh no, he totally could be Freddy. He couldn't be Shaggy.
No, it couldn't be Shaggy. He's too ripped and not.
I mean, you could give him like a big shirt and like make his
No.
hair get out long. I would not. See him with
Shaggy's
long
also
hair.
supposed to be like just
Like a
kind of a-
stoner, a total stoner.
looking dude. Yeah.
I think Zac Efron could play a good stoner.
Well,
Have you seen him in like a Neighbor? Neighbor? He's like
I
a
never
frat
watched
dude.
Neighbor.
You ever watch Neighbors?
I went to, but the disc was scratched.
Ah, okay. Anyways, yeah, Zac Efron's gonna be in that movie. Maybe he'll be going that and then going to Robin.
I got it. He'll be Velma.
For like a scene. Anyways, one thing I really wanted to talk about was cats. All right, so we're not gonna not talk about it because it's something to talk about. And
Even though we've never seen it.
yeah, we haven't seen it yet.
Saw the old one.
Do you think when it comes out on like not Blu-ray, but when it comes out to like rent, we'll like rent it
I will watch it.
on Amazon for like $3 and just watch the thing?
Yeah, but I will not pay $11 to go watch it.
Well, I guess for us it would be 22 because we'd both be going.
11.
And by the way, movies aren't 11 anymore; they're 13. They went up.
Well, that's just more of a reason not to go.
Or
To
we need
watch
to find a movie
Cats.
theater. Anyways, yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna pay that much to go see Cats. That and
Especially
also
since you can't talk, which is what we're gonna be doing.
that's
When
what
we're
I yeah
watching
yeah
Cats.
we like to talk about watching movies, which is a horrible thing to
Especially
do.
bad movies.
Especially bad movies. And this this is not a good movie. Now, do you know what the critic score of this movie is?
I know it's terrible.
Rotten
isn't it?
Tomatoes. It is terrible. It's
like
absolutely terrible.
5%.
Jesus Christ, no. You couldn't even possibly get 5%. If you filmed something on camera, it'd get more than that.
20.
Close. 21. Yeah, 21%.
From what I've heard, that seems too high.
21?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awful. That is literally
know,
like
but,
imagine
like-
taking a test and getting 20%. You'd be like, I could have guessed the answers and got better than that.
Yeah, but that's like 30 less than Rise of Skywalker. And Rise of Skywalker was, from what
Worlds.
I've heard, is
Here's the thing, but we
way
don't know
better.
because we haven't seen it. But here's the thing, we
I mean,
watched
you
the
can watch the
crap out of the
trailer.
musical. We watched the crap out of the
The
musical.
musical wasn't even good.
Well, it was entertaining.
There's
as
no
kids.
plot. There's nothing to it.
The movie supposedly does better when it comes to telling the plot, though. Supposedly, what I've heard. I've heard 3 other people who have seen the movie have told me.
You think like the 21% that like gave it that is like they're furries.
They're just like,
They're like into furries.
no, if they were into furries, they would have given a better movie. They're like, this movie sucks, but maybe kind of hard. Okay, listen. I'm just saying that 21 is an awful score. It is probably, I don't know what the lowest scoring movie on Rotten Tomatoes is. I will look that up, and then we will watch it, and then we'll talk about it. Anyways, do you know what the audience score of that movie was?
15%.
No, surprisingly, it was higher.
30.
No,
40.
you're just gonna keep
50.
53.
Really?
As of right now, it is
Who
53.
is watching this movie?
Well, think of it this way: you're not walking in the. Okay, if you're the type of person to go see Cats, you're
Oh, I
also the
guess
type
you're-
of person
to
to be
like
like,
it,
this is
at
gonna,
least
yeah,
decently.
yeah. You're like, the music's good, so I will give it 50%. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All I want to know is who plays the Tomcat or whatever. Like
Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Like when? Why?
Cause
Does
he does
he-
what he- yeah.
Okay. Does he have a personality? I feel like he's a guy who doesn't have a personality.
He has abs.
He's a name. I feel like he's just a name and a face.
Jason Derulo. I mean, in my head, this movie was gonna be better. In my head, nobody knew because they only had 7 months to do post-production. Anyways, they only had 7 months to do post-production. And those CGI, like, everybody's, like, obviously a weird-looking cat creature that is just jarring on the eyes. It does not sit well.
What
is
is
not
the
pretty.
term that is used? They fall into the
Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, it is. It is uncanny how terrifying
like
those things
such
are.
human faces, but then like cat hair all over the
It's
body.
it is just awful. It is horrifying.
just made
It
them
is like
look like
watching your
cats.
grandmother drop a baby and being like, "Oh my god, that's so bad," but we're not supposed to say anything because grandma's too old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They should have just made them all look like cats.
I honestly can't imagine a way that this would have worked out besides them just wearing costumes. But then I think
Because
that would have been cheesy.
It wouldn't have been an uncanny valley. It would have just been in. Why did you do this valley?
It's just. I mean, you can what? What were they supposed to be, like, real cats?
They
CGI all
just,
cats?
They've.
But then their mouths wouldn't work right.
Garfield did it.
Oh, so they're all supposed to be those other awful looking cats?
Garfield looked good.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Rewatch that movie.
I just
He does
saw a
not look
picture
good.
of him.
Yeah, he did not look good.
He looked fine.
You're gonna say an entire cast of like
he looked
20
cartoony
people?
Like he looked like a cartoon.
Asher,
cat.
they're supposed. It's all cats. It's like
No,
okay.
they
If you have
could've- they
if you have
could've done
4 humans in the movie and 1 cat, that's fine because that guy is allowed to stick out. But everybody would stick out.
You know what? They should.
I'm not
fine.
saying it's
they shouldn't
worse.
have made the movie.
I'm not saying it's worse. I'm just saying it's also bad.
They
They shouldn't have made the
They should
movie.
have kept it
There's
as a
no way
play that no one cares about.
Exactly. I agree. The music's great. I'll listen to the album. Not watching that damn play though.
I won't listen to the album.
Oh really?
No.
Memories.
Is that what that's from? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I'd listen to the only
Yeah.
song I'd listen to is the one the Tomcat
Yeah.
comes in and everyone's like,
Tiger, he's a curious cat.
yeah.
If I had it, I would have been in my mouth.
You know way too much of that.
Okay,
that's
it's
enough,
a good.
that's enough.
But there's the other one that's I guess those are the only two like
Really
really
makes
good
no
ones.
sense. Is you're supposed to feel bad for like the mouse that walks in, the old lady,
Oh, the old ass.
mouse.
Well,
It's
no,
a
it's not a mouse.
No,
it's an
supposed to be-
old cat.
Nope, it's supposed to be a mouse.
I think it's an old cat.
I'm pretty sure I saw something about it. And it was supposed to be a mouse,
She gets chosen to be reborn though as a cat.
but she was a mouse.
We gotta watch the movie, dude. I'm telling you right now, we gotta watch that movie.
Pretty sure she was a mouse, and that's why they all hated her.
I think she's just an old ass cat.
Why
and
would
they
they?
didn't like old
Why
people.
would they?
I just think they're all like old.
They're
They're like, "Fuck you, old lady."
She's like, you guys are so loud. Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. They're all looking at her. Okay, so I'm just saying, this cat movie was not supposed to be good. Do you know how much money they invested into this movie?
Oh, it was a crap ton.
Yeah. Do you know how much?
Wasn't it like 9 billion or something?
What?
3 billion?
Billion?
300 million?
Million. You're saying million, right? Not billion.
Yeah.
Did you accidentally? I'm gonna go back and listen to this. And if I find out you said billion, I'm gonna punch you in your face in your sleep right now. Yeah, we invested $3 billion.
I said billion. Dude, okay, they made the movie. They're dumb.
Yeah,
They could have done something dumb.
What'd you guys use? Well, the heater broke, so we just dumped piles of money to burn
No, but
inside the building.
how many celebrities that aren't actually like actors are in
into
that
this
movie?
Well, Jason Derulo.
Taylor Swift. I can't imagine it was cheap to get Taylor Swift in a movie.
I guess so. Maybe as a passion project. Maybe she really wanted to dance around as a cat. I don't. You know, I think though I've been not seen this movie, but I think her character's only in the movie for like 10 minutes.
Really?
It just seems like
Then
something they would do.
why
They
even-
used her in a lot of the promotion, but I think
Yeah.
that they should just put her in like for 10 minutes. Obviously, Jason Derulo's in it quite a bit.
James
Gordon. Yeah, James Gordon's in it. Which is a famous late night show host.
Yeah.
So he is an actor actually. He's
Yeah,
been in
yeah,
other movies.
yeah.
He was in Beauty and the Beast, I think, and he was really good there.
As a voice actor?
Oh wait, maybe
Was he in it? Are you sure about
it's
that?
been years since I've seen that movie. I've
Beauty
only
and the
seen
Beast?
the ones. Yeah, the reboot.
The new one?
Yeah, with
Ewan McGregor? It's only been a couple
yeah,
years.
yeah. Ewan McGregor played the French guy. Yeah,
There's a funny story that he tells on it.
yeah. But you know what? Ian McKellen is in it. The guy who plays Magneto.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in that movie.
He's got to be a lot to get in a movie.
He likes to do
I
like
guess
plays
that's
and
true.
musicals.
He does.
So that's more of his passion, I think. So Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo, Magneto,
They should
and
have gotten
then-
Hugh
and then-
Jackman.
what's her name? Rebel Wilson.
Oh, her.
Yeah, her. Anyways, so with this movie, I think that their biggest problem was that they made it. Agreed. But do you know what their budget was? Guess. I mean, it was in the millions.
Was it a 300 million?
No, that's
It was a
insane.
lot.
That's
No,
how much.
I
Okay,
know
so
it was a
here's to give
crap
you
ton.
a preference. It was a $95 million budget, which
Oh.
never accounts for like promotion.
How much did they? How much they spent was 300 million? I don't know.
No, it was. Not
They.
300
I know
million.
it was way too much.
No. Well, okay. So here's the thing: the confirmed amount that they spent was $95 million, but that doesn't include promotion, and that doesn't include
Paying
like
people?
post.
Does that include paying people?
Yeah, that includes paying the employees. Yeah, it just doesn't include like after they released the movie, all the post editing they had to do, and then resend out the movie. Did you hear about that? They sent out a version of the movie to the theaters. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The version that everybody saw on opening weekend. Well, everybody, all 12 people,
Yeah.
they left and they saw that movie, and then they went, oh wow, like there was a scene where you could see like the girl's like ring on her finger, human hand, not cat hand, and then they were like floating off the ground apparently by a couple inches. It was like super obvious. A couple
What?
scenes like people's faces were like they would turn their head and like their faces would like move over. It just looked awful.
I
They
wanna
just
see,
said,
I want to see that.
I
version.
know. I want to see the dumpster fire of a movie. I want to see that. I would
Don't
rather.
fix it.
I know.
Let
Don't
your
fix
movie
it.
live how it
Exactly.
was born.
Exactly. It's like when imagine if a movie like came out, an album came out, the original, and then they were like, oh, we fixed a few things. We came out with a new version of the album, but they deleted the old one. That would be awful. Leave both. I want
Yeah.
to see both. I want to see the theatrical cut, and I want to see the post theatrical cut.
We want
That's
to
what
see
I want.
we want to see the bad version and then the even worse version.
Yeah, exactly. So, $95 million budget, which just to give you like some sort of reference, I think there was one of the Avengers was like $200 million. So it was basically half the budget of an Avengers movie.
Well, better be. Although that's a lot of CG. I guess you know what?
The budget should not be that high for a Cats movie. They should have anticipated
No, I mean,
that the
it better
most.
be less.
Well,
than-
okay. So, oh yeah, it should be less, but not half the amount.
Whoever was in charge of that whole project failed.
That movie should have been a $40 to $50 million budget because just to give you another preference, Deadpool, the first one, was a $50 million budget.
Yeah.
They had twice the budget to make Deadpool, and by the way, Deadpool made $900 million on its, I think,
Yeah, because
whole theater
Deadpool was
time.
actually wanted and good.
Deadpool was the highest grossing rated R film of all time until recently Joker, which by the way, yeah,
I don't think Joker's a better movie though than Deadpool. I'm gonna be honest.
really critically it's a way better movie, but entertainment wise, I mean, just what we like. I think Deadpool, I found it more entertaining
Like,
because
yeah.
I like humor. I like laughing.
Yeah, but also I mean, like, come on, you gotta look at it and be like, this is such a good movie because of all the like little things they did throw in.
Yes. Yeah, but I think that's the whole shtick with Deadpool. But anyways, $95 million budget, which is twice the Deadpool, and after about 2 weeks of being in theaters, it's made about worldwide, not just U.S. U.S. opening weekend made like $12 million,
Yeah.
which is a horrible investment. Opening weekends when you're supposed to make the bulk of your money. But with this weird case, I think this is why Rise of Skywalker came out on like the same day that this
You
came
think
out.
that's why?
Everybody was
Not
like,
the
let's
fact
go
that
see
people
Rise
just
of
saw
Skywalker.
the trailer and went, ooh.
This is the stuff of nightmares.
I remember seeing the first like trailer and I went, why did they do that?
This looks awful. This looks scary. I said it the first time I saw it. Our uncle showed me that, Quint.
Yeah.
He showed me it and he was like, hey, look, they came out with a Cats musical or no new movie for Cats, and I watched it and I was like, he was like, oh, do you want to go see it? And he said it because he knew that when we were kids we liked Cats because we were like 4 or 5.
We were
but
stupid.
yeah, we didn't have the palette for movies back then. We were like, there's not very much of a character arc in this. Imagine being like 5 years old and be like, Daddy, I don't like Luke because he's a whiny baby. Anyways, listen, but I was going to Tashi Station to pick up power converters. Anyways, I need to say that.
Did he say it like that? I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah. He says it. He goes, Luke, can you help me with this droid? We're gonna fix the da-da-da. And then he's like, but I was gonna go to Tashi Station to pick up power converters. And he says it just like that. And then later he goes like, this droid's got a bad motivator. I don't know. Seems like you got a bad motivator, Luke.
That's why Anakin was so whiny, because they had to make him just like Luke.
Exactly. What is the line?
I hate sand.
Yeah, I would certainly like to. Anyways, but after about 2 weeks worldwide, it's made about $57 million. Which
I wonder if it made its money back as of now.
That was 2 weeks of being out. That was on 20th.
I imagine it at least made its money back.
This information was released about 3 days ago. It did not make its money back.
That was 3 days ago?
Yeah, this was as of 3 days ago. It's made $57 million, maybe $58 by now $million. But I'm just saying, there's no way that it's going to make another $40 million in the next, it's already been out in theaters, unless there's a bunch of people who are like, yeah, let's go see it last minute. And then even then, I don't think it's going to be 40 million. Now it's going to come out on DVD. And let's see if nobody's gonna buy it. You watch it once, you're done. Here's the thing, Cats like I guess like grab or entertainment would be of people who love the musical, which musicals should never be $100 million budget because it's just never gonna turn out that well.
Also,
it's just not.
The musical itself wasn't even that liked.
No, it was liked.
No,
it was pretty big.
It wasn't. No, it really wasn't that popular.
The musical was huge, Asher.
No. Even when they released the thing that we used to watch, the VHS, that didn't do good. That did all right, but it didn't do that good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What was the score of it?
I don't know what the score was.
Do you have any facts to bring, bro? Or you just
no? I was actually
off the hip?
watching something on this, and it was saying that it didn't do good when it was just a play.
All right. Well, after this podcast is over in about 1 minute, then you just got to show me.
Yeah.
But anyways,
how am I supposed to have facts on? I didn't even know this was being talked about.
I guess so. That's true. You just always got to be prepared, man. I'm gonna throw things at you. You just gotta jump. You just gotta roll with the punches. Anyways, I'm just saying this movie shouldn't have been made at all. And the main appeal is gonna be one of two things: people who like, or three things. People who like musicals in general, the nostalgia, people who watched it when they were kids and they grew up and they like it, or kids. Those are the only three people who are going to watch this. Average people are not going to watch this.
I don't know why kids
They made it with the budget of a movie that average people would want to go watch, and they did not have, it just wasn't made of that. Also, a big thing, and the reason why all the CGI is awful, is because they didn't use mocap suits. Normally, people use mocap suits, like those dots everywhere. They didn't use this for this movie. They just had the actors dance in their regular clothes. I think they might have had a few dots on their clothes, but not actual, mocap suits. And then they basically said, post-production, do everything. This director that did it, I don't know his name. I can't find it, but I can find it. I just didn't. I'm not going to lie. I'm real. Anyway, I'm lazy. Anyways. But he, I guess, is really known for doing stuff like that. Just do post-production.
You mean just being bad at his job?
Kind of. I mean, maybe he's a decent director, but in the way of
a good director wouldn't push everything on post-production. They can only do so much.
I guess. But you know how much time they had in work for post-production?
7 months.
7 months to do all of their post-production for an entire movie that is completely CGI with no mocap suits. That's why. And then they basically did what most games do now when they release it. As soon as you put the disc in, even though that's the day it came out, you still got to do an update because they were basically finishing it until 3 weeks after the game comes out.
Yeah, because
and if you're Battlefront 2 release,
why would you not use the motion capture suits? Because
it's a lot of dancing, a lot of jumping. They're acting like cats. It just would restrain them. The actors felt restrained in them, which is true. If you're gonna do,
they're gonna complain about that.
Yeah,
Planet of the Apes, dude.
But they're not dancing, Asher.
They're running like apes.
They're not dancing.
They have little stilts on their arms.
I
like
think it's
apes.
harder. All right, anybody watching this video, comment and say which one would be harder to do in mocap suit: Planet of the Apes running around or dancing in Cats. Neither. Okay, I love Planet of the Apes, but I'll say this: Cats is not a good movie. This has nothing to do with the quality of a film. I'm just saying. Anyways, leave your comments below. I am gonna sign us off today. I think this is. We're gonna call this. We're gonna call it.
I don't
spend 53 minutes.
I don't care.
So, all right. I think we're gonna try to stick to under an hour from now on because
we'll just do what we do.
We'll just do what we do. But at 45, I'm gonna try to.
Don't restrict us.
I'm gonna restrict us.
Don't restrict us because we might have good.
We don't be pushed down by the man.
Well, you're not the man.
I'm no the man, not me. The man. You know.
There is no man.
You know the man.
The man doesn't exist. The man is a woman.
The man does exist, and his name, Jason Statham. Okay, you guys have a good night.